It is not just about tuning in. It is about tapping into the endless possibilities of the human imagination.
Welcome to Rave 91.7 FM, where the airwaves come alive with a symphony of voices, music, and ideas.
Nestled in the heart of Oshogbo, this station isn't just a broadcaster, it's a storyteller, a magician weaving dreams in the minds of its listeners. As Peggy Nonan aptly puts it, radio allows us to paint our own pictures, to create our own words with every spoken word and every note played.
Inside the walls of Rave FM, the magic happens. From the crackling energy of morning talk shows to the soul-stirring melodies of afternoon playlist, every moment is an invitation to explore, to dream, and to connect.
Whether it's news, music, or lively discussions, Rave 91.7 FM is more than just a radio station. It's a companion, a confidant, and a catalyst for change in the community. Fast forward 7 years from the birth of Rave 91.7 FM, a beacon of youth culture and innovation, and we'll find ourselves just a couple of days away from a momentous occasion, the birthday of Western Spring Television, Wstv. With hyper-local reach and language, Wstv speaks directly to its audience in a 60-40 mix of Yoruba and English languages, ensuring that everyone feels represented and included.
Built on a tested and trusted system, Wstv upholds the value of truth and integrity, serving as a beacon of objectivity in a sea of media noise.
We reflect on the journey that brought us here, from humble beginnings to a trusted source of information and inspiration. Wstv stands as a testament to the power of media to inform, educate, and empower. So join us as we continue to break barriers, challenge norms, and pave the way for a brighter, more inclusive media landscape. Western Spring Television, where every story matters and every voice is heard.
Well, this is the part where the drum rolls. Actually, it's we told you earlier, it's anniversary week, and of course today marks the third anniversary of Western Spring Television, quality, excellent broadcasting in the media space. You know, she said broadcasting beaming live, crisply clear, you know, on channel 190 Star Times TTT and our various social media handles. You know what a time it has been, and of course, to save our time, we have the vision here of the project here. The Chairman, Chief Executive Officer, the CEO of Felicia Daniels Communications, owners of Rave 91.7 FM and Western Spring Television, is here with us in the studio, Dr. Femi Adefila. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you today?
Very well.
Pleasure to be with you.
It's good to have you.
Very nice.
Just like the proverbial visitation of the masquerade, it doesn't come out every time. It's good that we have you here. Now,
thank you.
Let's start with this. How has been the journey? It's Rave at 10, Wstv at 3. You had a vision here, and it's definitely you have some story to tell. So let's have it.
Well, thank you so very much. Let me start by saying to God be the glory for His faithfulness, for the vision itself. It's been a roller coaster, typical of every entrepreneurial journey, because the road to success is never paved with gold or laced with diamond. You have to flip-flop ups and down and stuff like that. What is important is that you have the vision and you have the backing of God, and you believe and you're resolute in your faith that you will deliver on the thematic focus of the journey. So it's been very typical, but we want to thank God that we came definitely 10 years ago as a big player within the broadcast space in Osun State. We came with a definite intention to redefine the broadcast landscape. And to God be the glory, we have been able to do that, to set the pace Rave FM, the sister station of Western Spring Television, has won the best radio station for 8 times.
Yeah, record.
And even television, the young television that we are still nurturing, has won the best television station for 2 times now. So we want to say that means we are doing something right in terms of content, in terms of the vision, in terms of the philosophy and the ideology. And so it's been very typical, but I think we've been favored and blessed because we have a vision and we believe so much in the vision. And the vision is not just to be a radio station or a television station, but to lead as a leader within the space, not just to be a number, but to be in the front, so that people can tag along. I mean, now when I listen to other radio stations in Osun and I see their pattern of programming, I laugh. And I'm happy that we are doing something right, that they find alluring to emulate, to copy. If you are not good, nobody's going to copy you. You must be good for people to copy you. So we are doing something right. So it's been a very typical journey of an entrepreneur. It's been, but we thank God. So far, so good, I must say. So far, so good.
Now, in retrospection, in the past 3 years, what has been the most defining moment so far?
Well, the most defining moment so far was actually the day that we birthed Western Spring Television, as it were, because people forget the fact that in my professional journey, I've always been a television person. I was never a radio person. But radio was the low-hanging fruit for me in 2015 because of the enormous resources that I needed to manifest my dream of a television station. So I went with what I could achieve first, which was radio. So the day that we had our license and we had this edifice completed and commissioned, I was so joyous. And I felt fulfilled that something I'd always wanted to achieve, God has brought it to bear. And the fact that I think every day when I come here, I'm very happy. I don't come here with the intention of going to work. I go to a place of fun where I enjoy myself, I relax, and I have fun. And I must say that not because you guys are here or you are interviewing me, I'm blessed with the best of professionals in this life. I work with the best of professionals because it takes it takes the good to attract the good. If you are not good, you can't attract the good. Only the best attracts the best. Because I look out. I'm a talent hunter. Right. When I see a talent in one person, I identify a talent, and I want to. I magnetize the talent so that we can work together as one. Yeah, that's exactly. So I want to thank God for everything, and it's been every day. Every day I give glory to God.
Right, and let's talk about the business part of the project. So far, for a couple of years now, it's obvious the economic struggle that many businesses have gone through. Yeah. Now, you have two on your hands from this end, Rave 91.7 FM, and of course, Western Spring Television. Have you been, staying afloat, actually? Because it's, everybody knows the situation of the town. Yeah. And by the way, being a broadcast station, what we sell is content. So how have you able to manage it? Staying afloat.
Yeah. Well, the business angle, you see, every business person, if you sit Dangote down, the biggest boy on the continent of Africa, he will tell his own story. To you outside, he's having fun and the best of its time. You see, building an enterprise requires some sacrifice. Requires paying a price, and you must be tenacious, and you must be committed, you must be focused. It's been a successful business, I must say. Not as successful as I would have wished, because human want is ever insatiable. But what we need at every point, the Lord has been gracious enough to supply our need. That's why we sing, great is the faithfulness, morning by morning. New mercies we see. All that we have needed, the hand had provided. It's been rewarding. business-wise, because Rave FM 10 years ago gave back to television 3 years after. And it's been a modest business. It's not, we are not in the league of channels or Arise Television. These are the big boys. But in this climb, I think I must say to God be the glory. It's not been, it's not Uhuru yet. We have miles to cover. It's not a 100-meter dash. It is a journey. It is a marathon, and you continue to work stronger. But once you can pay your salary as at when due, you pay your bills, you can expand within the scope of your resources. It's a successful business. And the business can give birth to sister businesses. Then you are not doing badly, as it were. That's the business. But you mentioned something about content. The major thing that we sell on radio or television is content. And you must design your content in such a way that it resonates with the people within your immediate environment. We have primary constituency, we have secondary constituency. Our primary constituency are the people that live within our area of influence, which is within Osun, Ibadan, Ekiti, where our signal covers. So once you design your program and your content to resonate with them and to suit their taste, then you continually be on their list as a preferred station, as a station of choice. So we have never sacked our responsibility to do our researches and to know what do people want per time as far as television content or radio content is concerned. So we have taken that very, very seriously.
Right now, sir, looking at how fast or rapidly the media scape is transforming over time, what are the major concerns for the shift or a policy shift, for the station, for TV, especially in this climate in Osun?
I think the biggest challenge that we have within the media space is the advent of the social media, the new media. AI is here, and that's a big challenge. That is why every year I go to Nevada, Las Vegas, to acquaint myself with the development within the media space. It will shock you that I may not even need to hire as many as I've hired now in the next 10, 15 years. All I need to do is to pay you once and drop your voice. I'm going to program it into my system, and then I will deliver Femi Ujo anytime I so wish him to read the news. Anytime. That is the future of broadcasting. Then again, before, when you talk of radio, they call it Asoro Magbisi. Now there's a C. Feedback is important. That feedback mechanism is inbuilt now. Then every radio station is on television. Our studios are now very beautiful because as you are broadcasting, you are also televising. People must see you at home. So the dynamism, you must embrace the dynamism, and you must be conscious of changes within the system. Social media is the in thing now. But I believe that it's complementing what we do. Because most people, they view television now on Android platforms, on their telephone, more than sitting down. The Gen Zs, the Gen Alphas, they don't have the leisure or the time to stay glued to their television site. As they go, they watch television. So you must meet your customers, so to say, your listeners and your viewers where they want you to be. If you are not there, then you are missing out. So we have to up our game in that sense to ensure that we are up to date as far as social media is concerned.
Now, let's, Dr. Adefila, let's expand the conversation beyond Western Spring Television. It is a day of joy, definitely. After now, we jolly.
Thank you.
All right. But then, these are troubling times in our nation. Actually, it is. And of course, the media, and which you have thrived, I'm sure, all your life to this moment, have a role to play. Actually, a constitutional role to play, holding government accountable, saying it as it is. That's the motto of Western Spring Television. Now, some are saying there is a place, a thin line between saying it as it is, and especially when we are talking about national security. I'm talking about insecurity here. And some are saying there is a way that the media possibly are not helping in the war against insecurity, like there are some things that you will not say. So where do you know what to say per time? And when you talk about the government of the day, there is that distrust. And media houses saying, you can't tell us not to say certain things on the altar of national security. There are many things the people in government will not want the people to know, and you can just encapsulate it to be national security. So what is that role? We have a role to play. And I'll give you an example. There was this back and forth, about a army general, brigadier general that was captured, in which the militants are saying they're the ones who killed them. The military are saying, oh, okay, he died in the line of duty. And they are blaming Sahara reporters for exposing the man, while he was in the bush and he expanded his signal. And they are saying you are the one responsible. You open up this man to this particular attack. It was your report that, the insurgents saw, and, the whole thing became messy. So how do we connect that line? I'm talking about the role of the media, in governance and fight against insecurity, responsible journalism, yet saying it as it is.
Well, that's a very important question. But I must say that basically, the media has a constitutional role to hold government accountable. That's what we are called the fourth estate of the realm. Right. The room of democracy is not complete without the media being at the table. We have a significant role to play to sustain democratic tenet and tendency. What is important is this. The media must be conscious of its social responsibility role. Ab initio, we had what we call in media theory, libertarian theory of mass communication. Right. That was when media cooperate on inch, almost like a loose cannon, without being socially responsible. But that went and dovetailed into what we call social responsibility theory of mass communication. Right. That means there's a concomitant responsibility expected from the media when you enjoy enormous liberty to report. I must be conscious that we need a nation even for us to operate. If there's no nation, there's no space to operate as media practitioners. You must be conscious of that. That's why I'm against sensationalism when it comes to reporting national security. I'm an advocate of adversarial media in the sense that you say it as it is, you are critical of people within the public space. You need to keep them on their toes. But there's a place for caution. There's a place for responsibility and responsible journalism. If this nation, God forbid, goes up in flames, you and I will not be sitting down here. There's no space to practice media journalism. So you must be conscious of that. That's a thin line. And it calls for caution and for responsible practice of our trade, journalism. For instance, reporting a soldier in the line of duty is like blowing the cover of his leads, the lid of his cover. Right. That's what happened. So you leave him exposed to insurgents. There are certain things you don't do. The American press is one of the most free in the world. Apparently, they pride themselves as the free world. Yeah. And there's a free world because of the free press that they enjoy. When it comes to national security, they are very conscious. They are united against the enemies of America. When 9/11 happened, every American media, either conservative, either liberal, or democratic, they came together in a pool and they fought a common enemy that they had, which was Al-Qaeda and Osama bin Laden. In our case, I want to enjoy our people, fellow practitioners, that we must be conscious of our social responsibility to the nation and to the Constitution, but without sacrificing the role that we need to play. I was watching the U.S. Congress sitting on Nigerian insecurity yesterday, and I listened to a lady who spoke and balanced it up. Yes, there's merciless, mindless massacre going on in Nigeria. Right. But I will not buy the script that it is Christian genocide. these people, I want to call them murderers, these outcasts, they kill anything and everything they meet on their way. You are a liberal Muslim. Even if you are a conservative Muslim, once you are not on the same page with them, we have economic bandits who just come from Niger, from Chad, to raid Nigeria for economic purposes. Right. But because they have their group, they have Islamic ideology. Yeah. We tag them as there is nothing wrong in calling them jihadists. That's what they are. But some of them are actually bandits. They care less about the tenet of Islam. They care less about it. So we need to report fairly. We need to report so that we have a nation. I'm a Christian. Right. I'm proud to be a Christian. I profess Christ without apology to anybody. But I'm saying we need to tower above sentiment and emotion when discussing issues, so we don't set a nation on fire. And we have the power to inform, to educate. People are waiting on us to hear information. And social media has polluted this space now. Every Nigerian is a journalist. I see and I hear all manner of outrageous, sensational reportage anchored by people who are ignorant of the consequences of their action and inaction on social media. Now, what you are doing can propel, can ignite crisis. And we should not inflame passion that will lead us to the precipice, because we are the edge of the cliff as a nation, and we are walking a sharp razor end. We have to be very careful. Right. Well, the media must exercise that social responsibility. We must be careful and we must be conscious of our constitutional role to the nation by holding those in government accountable, because I must say, if government had done the needful to nip this insecurity in the bud when it started, we would be where we are today. Because, and I want to blame Buhari's government.
Really?
Yeah, to a great extent. I think Buhari pampered this terrorist to a great extent. He was not decisive. He was in denial. He allowed them to fester. If he had acted precisely, if he had acted with dispatch when this problem started at the beginning in 2015, I understand that he inherited it from Jonathan, but it assumed a murderous, dangerous dimension under his watch. They made serious incursion into the Middle Belt. Benue came under serious siege. We called it farmer-harder clash, but we're actually deodorizing it because those were terrorists, victimizing and killing people in Benue with reckless abandon, with impunity. And government was making excuses. If we had done the needful at that point in time, perhaps we would not be where we are today. So the media hold it a responsibility to continue to shout, to continue to call government attention to what they should do. Because people in government, they have the tendency to sit back, sit pretty, and enjoying the spoils of office, rather than doing what they are elected to do. If the media is not there to prick their conscience and to make it, to make it uncomfortable for them to sleep on duty, we must be there at all times to say, this is what you need to do. This is what you ought to do. Right. You got to do this. Because the people gave you the mandate to steer the ship of the nation and to deliver for them, to save them. Security of lives and property is the first responsibility of every government, as we often say. Right.
All right, it's been 3 years. I'm harping on that. It's been 3 years of, non-stop broadcast. It's been 3 years of, reporting as it is. You're our eyes and ears outside. How have we been performing? How's this your baby? How has she been faring, doing? Let us know. We need this appraisal. We need to grow.
I must say that we've started. Like I said earlier on, the journey is a marathon. It's not a 100 meter sprint. We've started. We are not there yet. We are gathering momentum. We are 3 years. Let me make a confession. Excuse me. The dynamics on the way was not as I predicted or envisaged. You see, the fact that the television broadcast space has been digitized posed challenges when we started this journey. I just wanted to do television. If it were in the days of getting frequency from National Broadcasting Commission, we'll be on frequency now, we'll be beaming our satellite through the terrestrial platform to the viewing pleasure of the people. But now you have your license by National Broadcasting Commission. You now have to liaise with a platform provider like DSTV, MultiChoice, StarTimes, and stuff like that, so that people can access your content. Right. So that has been what we say adina boku, the blockage, as it were, that we've been trying to free and to have an headway. And we trust the Lord that very soon we will go on a more popular platform. We've been on StarTimes. When I listen to people, when I meet people, Femi, I stumbled on Western Spring Television. The quality is good. Why are you guys on StarTimes? We do apology to StarTimes. Why are you not on DSTV? Why are you not on channels? So we're like channels. Why are you not on GoTV? And I would tell them that it takes a journey. It takes a conversation. So, but we are exploring every possibility to be on a bigger platform. The problem we're in StarTimes is not as big. Our vision is bigger than that, I must confess. Right. We dream, our dream is bigger than where we are, but don't despise the days of little beginnings. And we have begun slowly, and I think we are going to be climbing on the ladder of... Right.
As we custom, you must be a very spiritual person. I've heard you mention Lord like 5 times now. Yeah. Really? Yeah. All right. Now, my parting short, question to you. You talked about the social media, and I'd like to ask you categorically, do you think the social media is a blessing or a curse to this profession?
I think it's a blessing. It's a blessing in the sense that, you see,
I'm talking about ethics.
I know.
And holding the standard.
I know. You see, the most permanent thing in life is change itself. Social media, the media is bound to grow in leaps and bounds. The dynamics are bound to change. And every development comes with its plots and minus. At the beginning, it was newspaper. Radio came. Television came. Social media is there. When television came, some people saw it as a putty issue. That those who are spiritual should not watch. But everybody is on television now. We've accepted it. Social media is a tool that has turned the world not into a village anymore, but into a family club. When I was in mass communication class, they would say, the world is a global village. Right. The world is no more a global village. It's now a sitting room, a living room. As it's happening in Australia, you are seeing it live here on social media. You see some posts with millions of views. So, but it comes with its own deficiencies, with its own limitations, with its own challenges. Because if you give such a powerful tool to an untrained mind, that is very dangerous. It's a social tool that we will perfect its usage as we advance. Because the pervasive nature of the space now, and the fact that everybody, I come from a village called Ora Igbomino. Everybody in my village has an Android. They're on social media, on Facebook. Right. They see stuff and they post stuff, either right or wrong. So they are taking our jobs from us. What is our duty and the duty of authority to not to regulate? I will not subscribe to regulation in terms of limiting the space, but the platform providers will be able to sieve and interrogate posts so that we don't prepare crisis and we don't. You can't leave people unhinged and to run like loose cannons. There will be crisis. The social media has come to stay and we have to accept it. It's even going beyond what you knew.
Right.
It is now going to AI. That's another dimension, another ball game entirely that you have to comprehend and integrate and accept as the reality of our time.
We're totally out of time. I would have asked you, how about in time of revenue generation, dragging of the ports?
That's unfortunate. You go to Lagos now, they have a media budget of 100 million.
Yeah.
Social media is going to take about 60 million. And they will budget 40 million for traditional media.
That's the reality.
It's the reality of our time. That is why most radio stations and television stations are now incorporating social media and making even more money on social media than on the traditional terrestrial platform.
Your message, for your staff members, for your viewers, in commemoration of Western Spring.
To my staff, I want to say thank you so very much. You guys have been my cool visionaries. Right. You've done very well to deliver on the vision, on the focus, and on the ideology. You've done me proud. I can't be more proud because you guys have been very professional. And like I say, everywhere I go, I have the best within this space.
That's
the truth. And I want to thank our teamy viewers and listeners for their support over the years. The feedback has been encouraging. You've been very supportive. It's been overwhelming. And we promise that we will not let you down. We continue to strive to meet your taste, to satisfy your taste, and to make you proud.
Right. That's a good place to leave it. Dr. Femi Adefila, the Chief Executive Officer, CEO of Felicia Daniels Communications, the owners of the award-winning, record-breaking Rave 91.7 FM and Western Spring Television. Congratulations to you.
Thank you very much.
Congratulations to us. All right. Femi Ojo is my name. We'll see you next week. After now, we go party.
All right, yes, it's TGIF edition of Morning Spring on Western Spring Television. My name is Temitope Ajijola Oluwola. See you next week.